Hello everybody and welcome back to The Walking Dead. Lee is here with Clementine. We managed to save her from the stranger, but Lee is unfortunately pretty much at the end of his rope, and we now have to direct Clementine in order to get her to save herself. So we're in what looks to be like a jewelry store, and there's going to be a couple of things that we can get her to do. The first thing we're going to have to get her to do is protect her from us. So let's start with the weapon.
There's a baseball bat under the counter, Clem. You can use that.
So if anything happens to Lee, or to help her take care of that zombie that's in there.
Use the bat to shatter that window so you can reach in, okay?
Okay.
Watch out for broken glass. Good job. Don't be afraid of him, honey. You're smart. He isn't. You're smarter than all of them. The way out's through there, Clem.
I know.
I guess she's got to use the chair. She's too short.
Grab the chair, Clem. Use it to reach in to the lock.
Don't be afraid.
Open it.
Like Lee said, it's okay. It's just one walker. We've dealt with more before.
Trapped.
This'll be easy then. He's got keys. Probably to that door. And everything you'll need.
I don't know what he's stuck in. I guess he's just stuck sitting, like he can't get his legs free. I don't know.
There are handcuffs on the ground. Get them.
Okay, Lee.
I usually get her to handcuff Lee, just in case he turns, you know. I don't want him to come after her, but let's handcuff the walker.
You have to handcuff the walker. You can kill it easy then.
I don't know, Lee.
You can do it. Just be careful. Move around the side and jump away if he gets close.
Lee.
I don't know if that's such a smart idea, because he is moving. It might not be easy, but I'm just curious to see what happens. Oh, there you go. Oh, perfect. You're a little star, Clementine.
What should I get first?
Get the gun, Clem. Always the gun.
You want to make sure you can protect yourself. Oh, holy shit!
Kill it! You have to kill it! Watch out!
I had no idea that the handcuffs wouldn't work. I thought for sure that it would work, but he just rips his whole fucking arm off. That's intense. But at least now, because I don't have handcuffs, I can hand the bat to Clementine, and she can take care of that walker. Because normally if you handcuff Lee, the walker will come after her. And I think I have to, like, kick the bat to her, from what I remember.
I did it. I got him.
It kind of all plays out the same,
Great, Clem.
in the end anyways. You're set to go. You're a big, strong girl.
You're strong, Clem. You can do anything.
But I'm little.
Doesn't mean nothing. You're gonna see bad stuff, but it's okay.
My parents. It's so horrible.
I can't imagine, Sweet Pea.
And now, you? Please. Please don't be one of them. Please don't become a walker.
There's only one thing you can do. You know that.
I don't know if I can.
I get so emotional with this. This is so heartbreaking. I love Lee too much to let him turn.
You have to shoot me, honey.
And Lee has been so merciful
It's okay.
to everybody. To Duck,
I was standing over Duck,
the little
holding
boy
that
in the
gun.
attic.
It was so hard. I'm sorry you're in that position now. I'd give anything for you not to be. But you just have to point it at me. Close your eyes and be thankful you never have to see me as one of them. You can do it. I know you can.
Okay, Lee. I can do it. I can.
I guess I better tell her to go to Omid and Krista since they are
Don't
waiting
need it,
for
Krista.
her.
They're outside of town, by the train. You remember how to get back there?
Yes.
Good. They'll take good care of you.
Oh, Clementine, you're making me so sad. All good advice, but always keep moving, I think, is
Always
probably
keep
the best bit of advice I can give her.
I want to find someplace like the motor inn, but that's just not safe.
Why not?
Those places are just targets. Move as much as you can. And also,
What is it?
no, don't worry. All right. I'll miss you.
Me too.
Oh, every time I play this, I just like feel myself tearing up. This is so sad. Lee has got to be one of my favorite protagonists ever. It just doesn't seem fair. So yeah, that's it. There's gonna be more at the end, obviously. We get to see kind of where Clementine goes from here. But again, this is one of these games that you just hear nothing but good things about because it's so powerful and emotional and it's just so raw and, amazing. So we get our stats before we get the credits. I'll ramble on here in a minute. And it looks like I have another mixed bag of choices here. It looks like most people remove the arm, and like I said, most of the time I do remove the arm, but I just chose not to this time, just for something different. I lost my temper with Kenny, I think mostly just because I felt he was being really, really aggressive and really kind of unfair to me. 60% of people gave up their weapons when the stranger asked. You and 50% of people didn't kill the stranger, had Clementine do it instead. And me and 63% of people made sure Lee didn't turn. I'm really surprised that isn't a lot higher. Like, I would suspect that would be at like 80 or 90%. But anyways, so here you get kind of like your last bit of synopsis here with everything. So you get to, of course, be reminded of all of the choices that you made with all of the characters at the end of the game. So I'll let you guys just read through these real quick. Overall, I think we did pretty good. There's probably a few things I would have done differently. I think for the sake of the story, again, it's a much better decision to save Carly, but I wanted Doug for the sake of, you know, comedic relief and just because he's the underdog. I think my relationship with Kenny would have been a little bit better had I done that. But I did make some choices differently in this one, so I did get to see a bit of a different side of things. I told myself when I started this, I was like, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. When I reach the ending of this game, I'm not gonna cry. And as you can tell, I'm managing to keep it together, so I didn't cry, but the tears were there. They were welling up. I felt them. This game is so, so powerful, and no matter how many times I see that ending, I just lose it. I just completely lose it, because I really do think Lee and Clementine and the relationship that they have makes this whole game. I mean, obviously you need all of those supporting side characters to make the story come together, but honestly, if it was just Lee and Clementine, or they made like a separate side story with just Lee and Clementine, I would play that any day of the week. I haven't played Season 2. I was waiting to do it blind for the channel, which is one of the reasons I wanted to finish this. And at the time of recording this, it's the end of December, and Season 3 just came out, and I haven't had a good look at that either, but I do wonder if going into Season 2 and Season 3, if it's going to be as good, just because I feel like Lee, and losing Lee is just such a monumental loss of a character. He is so real, he's so relatable, you know, you can really get behind him as a character. When you make decisions through Lee, you actually feel like you are making them, and it just, at the end, it's just so tragic. It just really feels not fair, you know. And this is also like the perfect song to go with the end of this game. It's just like when you're bawling your eyes out, like this song just makes you like bawl harder. And I'm not a very emotional person. Like, I don't cry a lot. I manage to keep it together, and there's a lot of stuff that I don't really like find sad that a lot of people find sad. So to me anyways, that's one of the most remarkable things about this game, is just that no matter how many times I play it, I find it so hard to keep it together. So I do hope that if I play Season 2 for you guys, it'll be just as good, or I'll be able to find enjoyment in it. But you can see here there is a bit of a silver lining. Looks like Clementine managed to get out of the city and she's now in the country. I don't know if she managed to meet Omid and Krista. But she's alive, and that's a start. Clementine living at least makes me feel like Lee's life wasn't completely worthless. He would be happy knowing that with his direction she managed to get out. So yeah, that's it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. I got a lot of really good feedback, a lot of people having the same sort of thoughts that I did. This is such a good game to sit down and replay and to rewatch, and I was really happy to bring this to the channel. I also have the 400 Days DLC, so I may do that as well, just because it's really short and sweet. But in any case, whatever the future might bring, I hope you guys will stick with me. Thanks again for the support, and I hope that I will see you in my next project.